We're going to talk about building our IV hydration therapy education awareness chat blast. And I'm going to just change the name because I don't know if it's really a competitive advantage, although any good marketing materials conveying a competitive advantage, but we'll just call this, we'll call this education. Now, I want to point out that this is not, what we're building now, it's not really your typical blast. A chat blast is typically shorter, a couple different widgets, aggressive marketing message, buy now, here's why you should, here's what's in it for you. This idea probably could be its own drip campaign funnel. It could probably be a good use of a click to messenger ad funnel. But again, there's nothing wrong with using this as a chat blast as well. I think it's a really powerful, thing, and we're going to build it, and I will absolutely be using this chat blast for this client. It's a real client, Las Vegas hydration company called Reset IV, probably the most popular IV hydration company in Vegas at this time. I hope that has something to do with the marketing that we've been doing for them. I'd like to believe it does. But anyway, we have our education chat blast page in our chat blasts group in Reset IV's MobileMonkey account, and we have to think about, again, right, and we want to again think about the goals of this campaign, right? Educate and spread awareness, social proof, likability. So we're going to start off with a really simple and powerful quick question, which is, hey, first name, have you ever tried an IV hydration therapy before? And we're going to save this as a new attribute. Tried IV before. And we're going to put in a multiple input type. So we'll have, yes, I have. No, I have not. And we're going to now send these two people into separate pages. Okay, so we're going to create a page for yes, yes to tried before. That way, I like naming my pages really, really idiot proof. No to tried before. Okay, now I have those two pages created. So I know through my rough draft that I would have needed these two pages, so I could have built all those pages at once, which would have been helpful, but you could also build them as you go along. So now we're going to go back to our education chat blast, and I'm going to associate each answer with its right follow-up workflow. So the yes I have is going to be associated with yes to tried before, and the no I have not is going to be associated with no to tried before, okay? So hey, have you ever tried, and I'm sure you guys have remembered that I forgot again to include the unsubscribe prompt. So type stop at any time, unsubscribe. Okay. So have you ever tried it before? Yes, no. Okay, so now we're going to build out our yes funnel first, right? So we're going to do a quick question. Cool. What did you use the IV hydration treatment for? And we'll put in the three most common. So we'll do something like, and then we want to say this for, used for. Okay, so we're going to add an answer. Hangovers. Hangover. The flu. hangover, flu, jet lag, headache, skincare. Okay, these are the most common uses. I actually want to not capitalize these because I want to use them in sentences later on. So good planning ahead. And skincare. Okay, so hangover, flu, we have our options. All right, so now this person's going to select. We're not going to associate those with any pages. What did you use the IV hydration therapy for? Let's see, add some typing. And we're going to do social proof. Okay, so social proof is important. That's awesome. In fact, Reset IV is the #1 IV hydration therapy in Las Vegas, and we've helped over 15,000 people with their, and we're going to put in that dynamic variable, right? With their what? With their used for. So with their headache, with their jet lag, with their hangover. And let's see. Some typing. And now we're going to say the use cases and send them to a link. You may not be aware that IV hydration is being used all across the country, not only for, and then we're going to do used for again, not only for used for, but for a number of other conditions as well. Check out this link to learn more about how IV hydration therapy can cure these ailments. And then we'll do like something like hint or sneak peek. You never believe how effective this can be for food poisoning. And yes, I know that if somebody had selected food poisoning up here, no, wait, no, food poisoning's not up there. Okay, so then that works, beautiful. And I'm gonna add a button. I'm like, read the, check it out online. They're going to send a URL to a piece of content. I don't have it on my clipboard handy right now. Add that button. And that's going to be for the yes to try before. So now if we go back to the no to try before, I'm sorry, if we go to education tab last, right? So then we're going to see answer, no, I have not tried before. Okay, so if somebody replied no, what do we want to do? We want to ask them what's holding them back. So let's see. So we're going to ask a quick question, or I'll do some typing first, and then we'll ask a quick question. Thanks for the reply. What's holding you back? Just ask it right out. Or even better, do you mind telling me what's holding you back? So, new, we'll call this one why not, right? Why they haven't done IV hydration therapy yet. So the first answer will be something like, no time, too expensive, it's not safe. Let's see, it's too expensive. not safe. The first one will be many people think it's too let's see, maybe it's too expensive, it's not safe, too time consuming, it's not safe. Let's see, what are there some other reasons here? It's complicated how it works. Yeah, it's too complicated. Or let's say too scary. Needles are scary. Okay, a few different options. And this is important because once we start sending this out to tens of thousands of people, we're going to start collecting data on what our customer preferences are. Like what are these, why are people not, it's just great market research in general. Why are people not using the service? But it's also really good because we could personalize responses and personalize future chatbots. So they're going to answer, and we're going to put in typing. And I'm going to do something compassionate, which is likable. So I totally hear you loud and clear. Clear. First name. Many people we've spoken to agree, this is social proof working in our favor, agree with you that I'm going to do why not as our variable, right? So if they wrote needles are scary, it'll say, agree with you that needles are scary. And let's just do some more typing. And obviously, again, depending on how sophisticated we want to get this bot, we could build out more and more pages. We could build out a chat flow for each one of those answers, right? And give specific GIFs and specific images, specific videos, specific pieces of content. So if our website was built out where we had something on safety specifically, we had something on needles, we had something on cost, on time, on whatever it is, I would do that. We would send out specific pieces of content based and build those out through different pages. But for now, we're just going to keep it all in these 2 pages, or a total chat blast of 3 pages. And we're going to write, that's why we put together this beginner's guide to IV hydration therapy. It covers things like safety, exactly how it works, the medical physicians that we use, the trained nurses on our staff, all about the vitamins and minerals in our IV bags, and a lot more. I'm going to put this typing up to 5 seconds and add one more piece of text. Here is a link to that guide. I hope you enjoy it, Isaac, and think of Reset IV the next time, Reset IV the next time, or we hope you think of Reset IV when you're ready to try IV therapy for the first time. And I'm going to say 90% of our customers are, well, that's not even true because we have a lot of repeats, but first time, I will say we have a lot of experience with first timers. Okay, and then we're gonna add a link to the site, which is beginner's guide. Put a URL in there. So let's go test this chatbot in Facebook Messenger to see how it would look to a customer. Hey Isaac, have you tried an IV hydration therapy before? Yes, I have. Cool, Isaac. IV hydration therapy is definitely a treatment that's becoming a lot more popular. What did you use the IV hydration treatment for? So I'm going to say skincare. Typing. It's really cool stuff, how these bots actually work and how you see that we're saving these variables. We're learning just through this natural language interaction, we're learning about our customers, what their preferences are. I can't overstate how important that is. That's awesome. In fact, Reset is and we've helped over 15,000 people with their skincare, right? You're writing back to me, you're personalizing the message. You may not be aware that IV hydration is being cause all the different types of conditions. Check this out. Great. Sneak peek. You never believe how effective this can be for food poisoning. Awesome, right? This is a functioning, really awesome chatbot. Now let's delete this conversation and try it again going through the other funnel because we want to make sure that both funnels work before we actually do this. I'm going to delete myself here as a contact because sometimes it could cause a little bit of glitch if I'm in there a couple times. Let's go back to pages, education chat blast, test the page again. And it says, have you ever tried, it should say, have you ever tried IV hydration? No, I have not. So now I'm going to say, it's going to type a little bit, and it's going to reply asking me why I haven't. What's holding me back, right? Do you mind telling me what's holding you back? So too time consuming, too expensive, it's not safe. So I'm going to say needles are scary, all right? And it's going to type. It just looks very natural. Even if people know it's a bot, it's still cool that it has this natural feel to it. It has this authenticity to it. I totally hear you loud and clear, Isaac. Many people we've spoken to agree with you that needles are scary, right? It's incredibly powerful when you can conceptualize thousands of these conversations happening at once, personalizing each follow-up response. That's why we put together this beginner's guide to IV hydration therapy, so on and so forth. Here's a link to that guide. I hope you enjoy it, right? That's a successful bot. I'm happy to run this bot now. I would blast this bot out, and we have likability, we use social proof, we're educating and awareness, we're promoting our content. It's a fantastic blast. We might refine it with some additional numbers, maybe go more specific, maybe once we develop more content for the client, we'll take this chat blast and we'll segment it out to additional pages. So we'll have a specific resource for hangovers, a specific resource for food poisoning, a specific resource for people who are scared of needles, whatever it may be. But that's a really good educational structure. We didn't try to sell anything. We're just trying to ask you your opinion, get some information, develop characteristics. Not every chat blast has to sell. Not every chat blast has to be aggressive, right? A chat blast could be here, we have some great content. We're promoting awareness. We're getting you involved in our brand. We're getting you excited. We're showing you that we understand the market. We understand safety, and we want that educational component of us to come through because that's what's going to make you remember us when it comes time for you to book your first IV hydration therapy package. So that's a chat blast.